Yeah, so we noticed or found that we were focused in on being very employee first. So working with the frontline people in the lawn and landscaping industry, those that are doing the work, empowering them, putting data in their hands. And we were able to say, hey, how can we take safe driving score, data around driving and information there, and include that in applause. And on the applause side, we give those frontline employees a scorecard, a way that they can see exactly what their performance looks like, including safe driving. So bringing those two pieces together to empower those frontline employees, that was the real focus.
Yep. And on the Truce side, as Dylan's saying, we build a innovative telematics and AI dashcam product that starts with what we can do for the employee. So same kind of concept, empowering the employee first to do highest performance and safest driving. So everything we do is about the individual person. So all the scores are about the person. Now this is different than kind of traditional telematics. It scores vehicles, and therefore you have to make sure you've got the right driver assigned to that vehicle before you can provide data to applause. In our case, all scores, all video events are always about the person. So it's an elegant way to inform the applause application. So kind of better together, starting with the employee.
Yeah.
I think, from my standpoint, traditional kind of legacy approaches to telematics has been about, collecting vehicle data, figuring out who's behind the wheel, and then applying countermeasures. So that meant building exception-based reports, intervening with the driver, coaching, and that the timeline between, an event that happened and a coaching event is kind of poor performance coaching. So best performance coaching is when we tell somebody what they've done well and tell them what they can improve on. So by flipping that whole model over and putting everything right on the device, mobile phone, you're making your employees the first line of defense. You're treating people like adults. You're creating a culture of performance and safety that starts with giving the individual the tools they need to bring their best skills to the road. And that, again, turns to an elegant handoff to what Applause is doing by ingesting our score and then making that part of a complete comprehensive scorecard that gives the employee the ability not just to manage their driving, but to manage everything that they're doing on the workday.
For Applause, our long-term goals is to really focus in on that frontline employee, the technician, and the crew. And so this just dovetails right in very nicely with that. We want that crew member, that team member to feel like they're excited, they're recognized for the work that they're doing, and that each and every day they want to get up and do their work. So hopefully over time that improves retention, that improves culture, and those are what we focus in on. So this integration is just one more piece of continuing to feed into that.
Yep. And then from a customer standpoint, it's two suppliers focused on providing value and really focusing on a cost-effective way to do what we're doing. So starting with the company, making sure we're providing value to them, ROI, and always making it about supporting their culture. Well, Dylan and I are going to be best friends forever, so that's definitely going to happen long term.
Yeah. I think over time what we've seen is that in this industry in particular, we want to make things easier and easier for customers. So there's less work on them because personally, the owners that I've worked with, the companies that I work with, they don't get into this industry, they don't start their businesses to sit behind a desk and manage technology. So the goal is to make things easier, more turnkey, less administrative work for them, stuff that just works and empowers their team and empowers their people, and they don't have to spend a lot of time on that. So we'll continue to try to make this easier and easier and easier, and make the technology that they have all work together in an ecosystem without them spending a lot of time managing it.
Absolutely. Less reports, more giving the tools to the frontline employees to drive performance and safety.
Yeah, it's good.